The entire winery is underneath the vineyard. Only this window is the only edge which sticks out of the soil. Wow. If you look here, you see the vines continuing up there. Wow. Cheers. Welcome again to Manincor.
So good to be back.
Because the most Moscatos you get in the world, the most are sweet or off-dry. We started to do dry Moscato because it's just much better to also with food.
Much better with food. And honestly, it makes sense because the nose is always sweet. It always reminds you of sugar. The wine doesn't have to be sweet.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be sweet.
It's
too much when it's sweet.
It's the fruity aroma which gives you enough.
It's fruity and aromatic, no?
So the Moscato needs heat, so it grows in the lower positions. All the other whites need a little more freshness, so they grow in the higher elevated vineyards. Normally in Alto Adige, every producer produces Pinot Grigio and Gewürztraminer. I don't have both of them because Pinot Grigio is too much in this world. Every non-Italian thinks Italy is only Pinot Grigio. So
only with certain
our most aromatic wine is this Moscato.
For sure. Yeah, this is, what a position.
Yes, we are very happy and also blessed to have the possibility to live here and to work here and every day. And we just at our last party, I was very touched because Matthias told me he likes to come to work every day. and that's the best that can happen to me, you know? People like Matthias who love their work, who put their energy and their happiness into the work, and
cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
Cheers. We talk about that all the time, because I feel the same way. I feel happy to be doing what I'm doing every single day, and it's an amazing feeling. It's nothing like it.
So what other wine should we taste?
Julio?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is our aromas of Sauvignon Blanc, which have the Sauvignon character but not the green and grassiness. Very often you think Sauvignon has to be green and grassy and herbaceous. And here we have more the exotic fruit in Sauvignon.
Wow. That's very unusual.
So this is our basic line, our three different lines, hand, heart and crown, following our logo, Manincor. And hand wines are like the Moscato and Réserve de la Contessa, Réserve del Conte. They are very good basic wines, very alive and very energetic basic wines. And then the ones with the red writing on the label, they are the heart of our production, the heart piece. So the best quality which we can produce every year. And then we have the crown, which are rare wines. We produce them only in the best and good vintages. So they are also quantity-wise rare. We do have all these wines in the US. Yeah. So they are all available. It always depends what you think, what fits to your kitchen, to your clientele. There's too many choices we have. Pinot Blanc, pure Pinot Blanc from the Eichhorn estate. Eichhorn estate is also in Terlan. It's just Pinot Blanc, but with all the attention of Manincor, how we ferment it. They are all fermented spontaneously. So we don't add yeast for the fermentation. We keep the yeast healthy in the vineyard. So they ferment on their own yeast. So spontaneous fermentation.
So important.
It gives the wine so much more character. Sometimes we also use selected organic yeast just to see how does it act or react. And we always like the spontaneous more. It's more our character, expresses more the territorial character, our character. The other one could be more precise in one way, but not more life in the wine.
Yeah.
And we need our wines to be full of life.
Alive is the most important thing about wine. Alive.
Should we go outside?
Let's go with the drum.
I don't see this every day.
So we are happy you can enjoy it today. Seeing this every day, we are really grateful for it, and we
I
are
hope so.
really.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't never change to live in the city, but for us, it's always interesting to come to the city.
Of course.
So for a short time, for a short period.
This is majestic. When you live in the shadow of this all the time, you develop respect. You know, it's hard not to. When you live in a city and you're shielded from this kind of stuff, you're so far away from the food, you're so far away from the wine, you're so far away from everything. It's easy to be disrespectful. It's easier to not care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and that's why I'm always saying people need to leave the city and come to the country at least once a month. You know what I mean? Like to have that experience. Thankfully, you have it.
To know where things are growing
yes.
and under which circumstances they're growing.
And exactly, and to be concerned. If you want to represent your country the best, you start with the most simple, most beautiful parts of your country that everyone can understand.
Pasta
And that's how you bring them in.
Parmigiano.
Exactly.
Tomato.